This is one of our Salmon Faverolle hens. I'll show you the other one in a minute. She's brooding, so I just wanted to talk about the breed in general as pets in your backyard flocks. They are lovely birds, as you can see. She's very docile and sweet, and they're prone to being bullied in the flock because they are so docile, and so you have to be very careful. I recommend free ranging. You don't want to put them in a coop cooped up with aggressive breeds. They will get bullied. But they are very sweet birds. We really enjoy having them in our flock. It's one of our son's favorites, and they're just comical. They kind of have their own voice, we'll say. She's a little bit frustrated now, complaining about waiting. Evidently she wants that one nest box because there's one available, but we all like to lay in the same box. Their antics are kind of comical. We joke about them being dumb because of how they act, but the one time I used one as a mother, I was actually impressed with her. She was a really good mother. A really good mother. So we enjoy them. We had a couple and lost to them, and my son wanted them replaced because we missed having them in our flock. They have personality for sure. Well, this is our broody Salmon Faverolle, and you can see her comb is all shriveled up. She's been sitting for a while. And so she's kind of grumpy too. In general, that's about as aggressive as she gets. They try and be aggressive and they're just not. It's kind of funny. That pathetic. She's not even pecking at me. Like, come on, fishy. I almost need two hands to pick her up though, because she'll flap and complain. Let me try it. If I don't get scratched up. Got her. And that's the problem in the flock. They're just not aggressive birds. They're fantastic with children. They're very sweet and docile and comical. She's not mean though, trust me. That's just because of the brooding. And they're always going to be lower on the pecking order. So be very careful what other breeds you put them in with if you have a coop where you do not free range, because make sure you have plenty of food and water so they eat and aren't picked on and get stressed by being bullied. But we really enjoy the breed. Their wimpiness kind of makes them comical because while they're friendly and docile, you pick them up and they'll complain and pitch a fit. They're funny. They're really funny. Nice birds. It seems to be one of those must-have for our flocks. Our Salmon Faverolles have been decent layers. They lay a very light, almost white colored egg, medium to large. These ones have been good large egg layers. And they're just beautiful and docile. And they do have personality. Their personality might be related to wimpiness, but they still have personality. I found Salmon Faverolles to be a bit vocal. Not that they're a noisy breed, but I think because they're lower on the pecking order in the morning, they're waiting for you to let everybody out so that they can have their space too, because they're not comfortable being down with everybody else. So I hear her in the morning complaining over everybody else. But aside from that, they don't just make noise to hear themselves make noise in general. She's complaining now because she's uncomfortable. She wants to get in the nest box and lay. Now if you look at her, she's missing a bunch of neck feathers. And I free range. Nobody in my flock gets picked on. She's the only one. Even my little Bantam gets along with everybody just fine. So you really have to be careful with these birds. Like, put them in with bantams or just birds that aren't aggressive breeds of birds. Which you can have aggressive and non-aggressive Orpingtons. I have both. My top hen is an Orpington, and then one of the lower, I've had an Orpington that was really low on the flock that I actually gave to a friend because she had one chicken and then a bunch of very young birds, and so she was a perfect fit to give the older bird company.